Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So finally I will be testing out the two most requested products on my channel to be reviewed, and always you happen to ask me my shade. So I went ahead and finally bought the MAC foundation for myself, and as well as I got additional free products. So I will be testing out both the products for you today. So I went ahead and grabbed the Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15 foundation in the shade NC42. And I did get a free deluxe size MAC Prep Plus Prime. It's more of a primer. The shade is yellow, radiant yellow. Now I will be testing out both of these products, and I will try to give you a wear test as well. I have not worn the foundation a single time. I did swatch the foundation in the store. I did pick the foundation from the store because I wanted to be like 110% sure what I am buying, because MAC foundations are expensive. One foundation will cost you rupees 2900. So if you want to know everything about the MAC foundation as well as the primer, how do they perform on my skin, what do I feel about the foundation in general being a high-end foundation, then keep on watching. So I have come a little closer to the camera and let's start applying the primer. Now I did prep my skin with a lot of other skincare products and eye cream, and lately I have been enjoying this My Glam Glow Iridescent Brightening Essence infused with rosehip oil vitamin elixir. Oh my god, I have been lately enjoying this product a lot. I have already been using this past 2 weeks, so let me use it more. I will review it for you guys, but that is something which I am absolutely loving. So moving on to the primer. So this is the MAC Prep Plus Prime Natural Radiance Primer in the shade Radiant Yellow, and this is how the primer is in a very small tube. Now when I open the page on Nykaa, the price of these primers will cost you 3400 for a full size product. Okay, now let's see what brand says. A silky gel emulsion rich in natural ingredients that hydrates and prime to improve foundation or powder application and promote smooth texture. Vitamin E, C protect with antioxidants while caffeine calms skin. Okay, they have a lot of wonderful ingredients as well. It is an illuminating pearl powders reflect optic radiance. Okay, now it's in two shades, Radiant Yellow, the one which I holding, and I think they have another one in the pink shade which is for more fairer skin tones, and the formula disappears upon application, results in a beautiful glow. So as I said, it is going to give you more of a luminosity when you apply the primer. Benefits: it's a long-term hydrating primer, and it is a smooth primer, and it will give you more of a soft and smooth skin. It improves radiance, refines skin, and it is silicone free. So I'm all up for more of a silicone free primers. I do enjoy silicone based primers on certain days, but mostly I'm more into cream finishes. So yes, this one, if I like it, you know what I will do next. So let's open it and use a little bit. Okay, it is like this. Obviously it is not the full size, so this is how the primer would come. As a quite a generous amount of primer I've taken, and I'm going to apply it the way I generally apply it on my face. I'm not going to restrict myself on certain places of my face, because you know I'm a big believer on primer. I like to apply my primer all over my face because I treat my full face as equal. Pores, when the pores has to come, they will not ask you and come, should I come here or should I come there? Or wrinkles will not ask you where I should be coming, should I pop here or there. So I always say apply good amount of primer on your skin, and if it is something in this finish, then just go in full hand with just like a moisturizer. That's how I like to prime my face, push in the product as much as I can. And yes, I do get a nice base. It's not very sticky, it's not very tacky, and I would say it has not given me too much of a glow, I would say, but it is there. I think it is there, and it doesn't feel heavy. It is very light. It is sticky. The point of a primer to be a little sticky is that it allows your foundation to stick well, and your foundation stays longer at one place. So a primer, if it is drying, then your foundation will also start flaking up. So keep that in mind. So it is little sticky, but not overly sticky like my Too Faced one, or for that matter my Color Bar one. So it is like well done, and I think all skin type people would enjoy this kind of a primer. So let's move on to some foundation. Now let's move on to foundation. Now foundation is going to come into a bottle like this. It's a very basic packaging by MAC, and this is one thing which I also have a complaint, that why MAC cannot just give one pump into it. It's very easy, seriously. It makes life easy for many, okay? Even Maybelline Fit Me has a pump now. Please get me a pump in this foundation. So here you get 30 ml and you pay 2,900. It is available on Nykaa as well as their Nykaa stores. I did pick up mine from Nykaa store. Now I did shade match myself. So NC42 is like more of an exact match to my skin. NC45 is a darker shade than my skin. Definitely it is not my skin tone, but I can still work out with that shade if I have to wear it in winter specifically, because I feel in winters my skin tone just goes down. In summers it brightens up. I don't know, it goes vice versa with me. And since my foundation oxidizes to a lighter shade on my skin type, I do not mind going in with a deeper shade of foundation. But since I had to see summers, winters, all the weathers, and investing 2,900 in a foundation, I thought let me just get my exact match. And this foundation has 52 shades to choose from, so you will definitely get one for yourself. So I did get NC42. Now let's see what MAC has to say about this foundation, because I have never used a MAC foundation. It's MAC Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15. It has SPF as well. Was put to an ultimate test of seeing how long it wears, and not surprisingly, the formula lasts for a full 24 hours. Now I have never worn a foundation for 24 hours, so I cannot comment on that, and it's like a more of a very big claim, okay? Maybe people have worn foundation, this one, for 24 hours and it had worked for them, but I have never worn a foundation for 24 hours. Let's be real here. So this modern foundation combines a matte finish and medium to full buildable coverage with broad spectrum SPF 15 protection. That's a good thing. I generally avoid SPFs in my foundation, but MAC had it. I didn't have an option. They had more foundation, but I wanted to try this one only because this is the one which is like the most loved and the cult favorite of MAC as well. So I was like, let me just get it. And it is a matte foundation, so let's see how it sits on my skin. Now what benefits? It controls oils up to 6 hours, immediate and 8-hour moisturization, and it is sweat and humidity resistant. That I will test out in summers, because yes, I like foundation which can do that for me, because I sweat a lot on my face, a lot, and a lot of humidity happens around me when the weather changes. So my skin feels all of these things, and if this foundation control it, then it's a very good thing. It's an added advantage. Let's move on to some other benefits, and I'm not going to read everything. Let's just pick a few. 24-hour wear, that's very I don't know, true to color. Whatever color you put on your skin, you see the same color. I think it doesn't oxidize to any other shade. It will not crease on your skin. It will not settle into your pores. It will not cake your face, and it is a smooth skin application. It blends easily. It gives you a more of a smoother appearance on the skin, and it is very much comfortable all day, and it is non-acnegenic. So it is very good for combination to oily skin and people who are acne prone, and the foundation is dermatologically tested. So I did cover up as much as I could. Now let's wear the foundation, because I think the video is just going to be about reading about the foundation. So this is how the foundation comes. See, I have not even touched my bottle of foundation, so I'm going to be using the Vichy blender, one of my favorite blenders. So how to use this foundation is just take it in the hands and start doing it. I'm going to take it here a bit. Let's see how much comes out. So this is how the foundation looks. Now let's see how the foundation applies. I'm going to dot a bit on my skin first. Let's see how much it covers up. Now I don't know, I think it was 1 pump of foundation. And let's start blending and let's see what happens. Okay guys, now this is more of the first layer of foundation, and I would say it's a medium coverage foundation when you go in like with the first layer. But I really like how seamlessly it blended into my skin. I really liked it. So let's do another thing. Like, I nowadays do color correcting, so I want to see how much this foundation is going to cover up my color correction as well. Okay, so I'm just going to do the little bit of correction first here. Okay, go a little here. So first I'm going to blend the corrector. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the foundation. So again, I've taken like one pump. I hope it's one pump. I think it's 1.5. So one glance, if I would say this foundation has a lot of yellow going on. And yes, this is how the foundation blends again on the corrector. Okay. Now this is one layer of foundation here and one layer of foundation here. Now you see, when I did use the corrector, it gave me more corrected and more full, a little more coverage here. But here when you see, the coverage is not that much. So what I'm going to do is again apply the corrector here as well to even out everything, and let's go with the second layer of foundation. Now before I start applying the second layer of foundation here, now you can see the corrected skin with 2 layers of foundation. So it has managed to cover a lot of things on my skin, but it is not a full coverage foundation. Okay guys, so I have zoomed you as much as I could. So this is how my skin looks after 2 layers of foundation. So it is a good foundation, but I would not say that it is a full coverage foundation. As the brand also says, it is medium to full buildable foundation. So if you want to have a finish like this, the way I am wearing it on my skin, then you can go ahead with this foundation. But do not expect those extremely full coverage where you cannot even see one dot on your face and it's only like a plain canvas. Then do not expect that canvas with this foundation. But I do feel that this is a very good, comfortable, buildable foundation. It blends easily. It doesn't make you feel as if you're wearing a foundation. At least I'm not feeling as of now. And yes, it has really set in well. I've not set my face with any powder. It is not feeling sticky. It's not super matte. It doesn't make my face look flat. So it has a bit of sheen going on, but not too much. Now what I'll do my full face makeup, wear it for some hours, and then come back to you and give you my final thoughts, how everything laid on top of my foundation, what do I feel about the foundation, and should you be going ahead and investing in one MAC foundation or not. So if you're still interested, then just hang on, I will be back in a moment. So here I am exactly after 5 hours of foundation application. Now let's talk about the primer first. How do I feel about the primer? Now this tiny primer is really good. For an instant, I would say the MAC Prep and Prime. It's my first time with this primer, and for first impression, I feel really good with the primer. It is definitely not a very mattifying primer. It does give a lot of radiance, I would say, but not too much, not loud. It is very subtle. It is definitely more skin-like. It really held up my foundation really well. I have not done any kind of touch-ups so far. So all in all, I really like the finish of this primer for my skin. It is not a more of a pore minimizing primer, but I would say you may feel after applying the foundation that it does give you that pore minimizing. Maybe you just cannot see it with your bare eyes when applying the primer by itself. Maybe when you go in with your powder products, you do see a visible blurring on the pores as well as on your skin with the help of this primer. So yes, this primer does play a very different role altogether, and it really holds up the foundation well. This primer though would complement a lot of matte foundations, I would say, because definitely it is more of a natural radiant primer. So if you are not under a budget and if you really want to buy that high-end primer, then you can try, but it's too early for me also to give a final thoughts on this primer, because primers are something when you use with multiple different foundations, then only you come to know how they work. So give me some more time. I may just update you guys on my Instagram about this primer, how do I feel about it, or else you will just know it in any other video of mine. So I will still keep that thought in a hold in my mind as well and give you also a hold. Do not just go ahead and buy the full size. If you are looking out for an extensive review on the primer again, or just to know should you be going ahead and buying one, just wait for some more time. I will definitely update you guys. So leaving the primer aside, yes, it is a good primer, and as of now, as a first impression, I absolutely loved it. Moving on to the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. This blended into my skin seamlessly. Definitely for a good coverage, you have to go in with 2.5 layer of foundation on the skin. Foundation is not watery, not very thick. It's very in something in between, or maybe it is still liquidy, and it really gives you that nice skin-like foundation coverage on the skin. Since the consistency of the foundation is so thin, it doesn't make you feel as if you're wearing a foundation. As if you will feel you're just wearing a second skin of yours in a more defined manner or more perfected manner. So this is what I am feeling with this foundation. It doesn't fill into your pores or enhance your textures, or for that matter fill into your fine lines. I have been wearing this foundation past 5 hours and I quite like the whole foundation situation as of now. I have not gone for any kind of touch-up also so far. Being a combination to oily, after 4.5-5 hours, I do like to go in with a powder touch-up on my skin, but with this foundation I didn't have to do. And you can see there's no oil secretion going on to my skin as well. So this foundation does control the oils, and they say it controls the oil up to 6 hours. So I am expecting to do a touch-up after an hour or so after this video. So that's how it is, because I still feel very comfortable in this makeup look and I don't feel like doing a touch-up because there is no excess oil happening. So yes, it is a good foundation, being a matte foundation. Now it is a very comfortable matte foundation, so it sits well. It doesn't make you feel heavy during the day. As the hour passes by, you do not feel that your foundation is fading away or flaking up. And one more thing which I realized with the foundation today, because I wore it for the first time only, that when you put other products on this foundation, everything comes together with this foundation. This foundation for some reason doesn't even oxidize to a lighter shade or to a deeper shade on my skin. And even the store girl told me this foundation is not going to oxidize to a darker shade. So if you want to buy a foundation for yourself from MAC, and this particular one, buy the exact match. Do not buy a deeper or a lighter shade. This is what I did. I did not buy a deeper shade. I just went ahead with my exact match, because of this one reason also, that if this foundation is not going to oxidize, that I will end up with a wrong shade altogether. So go in with your exact match. This foundation I think can stay longer. You just need to go in with a normal powder touch-up and you are all sorted. It didn't crack around my mouth area, neither is settling to my fine lines. So I'm really liking the whole appearance of my makeup, as well as how this foundation has held up everything well in place. Wrapping it up, I see myself using this foundation more often because of the consistency and the way it sits onto my skin. I am a person who likes my foundation and my base to be more of a skin-like finish, or maybe I would say a second skin. So this foundation definitely gives me that, and it has a little SPF going on. It is more than enough to sustain this weather. All in all, I really like the consistency, the finish, the blendability, and the shades they have. 52 shades to choose from. And yes, do not go in with any lighter or deeper shade. buy the shade exactly match to your skin, because these foundations do not oxidize. Saying that, I hope you loved watching this in-depth review on the primer and the foundation. I will keep updating you about the primer on my Instagram, so do follow me on my Instagram. I will be linking down both the products from where you can buy one for yourself. I will be here soon with some more makeup, some more skincare. Consider subscribing and following me on my Instagram @Bronzinggeek. Till then, you take care and I will see you in my next one.